Welcome to Casense.
Imagine you are designing and framing up your ultimate, one-of-a-kind custom dream home. Even with a completely custom build, you wouldn't waste months forging your own steel nails from scratch or trying to invent a new type of copper pipe. You would rely on standard, reliable hardware for the basics. Getting those basic materials out of a catalog saves your energy and your budget for the custom architectural details that actually make the house special. This exact logic applies to companies rushing to adopt artificial intelligence. In the business world, we call this the build versus buy framework. Knowing how to use this tool is the difference between a successful AI rollout and burning through millions of dollars trying to reinvent the wheel. This framework is a spectrum. Buying means purchasing a ready-made solution for standard, immediate needs. Moving left, developing custom AI gives total control, but costs rare talent. Right in the middle is partnering, combining a basic vendor platform with your own custom layer. The golden rule here is to buy the commodity plumbing and build the unique magic. Your place on this spectrum comes down to one big question. Does this specific project run on your private data, and will it give you a distinct edge over your competitors? Let's see how this plays out for a modern hospital system. We'll call them Nimbus Health. They have a budget, and they want to add 3 different AI features. First, they need a basic customer support chatbot for their website to answer simple patient questions. A standard chatbot is a common tool everyone uses. It doesn't give a hospital a special medical advantage, so Nimbus decides to buy a proven chatbot. They get it running in a few weeks, which keeps their best software engineers free to work on harder problems. Next, they want an AI diagnosis model that requires scanning through thousands of their strictly private, highly sensitive patient records. As this chart shows, diagnosing patients is a core practice using private records. Nimbus must build this in-house for total control. Finally, they take a hybrid approach for medical paperwork, buying base text reading technology, but building strict legal compliance rules on top of it. By looking at each need case by case, rather than adopting a rigid all-or-nothing policy, Nimbus directed their rarest talents strictly toward the diagnosis tool that makes them a great hospital. Even experienced teams make mistakes with this process when they let ego or habit replace careful strategy. It's tempting to want to build everything yourself, but forcing your smartest engineers to code a generic tool from scratch wastes their time, especially while your competitors simply buy a finished version off the shelf and move on. On the flip side, taking the easy way out and buying a generic vendor product to handle the specific skill that makes your company special means you lose your uniqueness entirely. You also have to calculate the long-term bill. Buying often means paying subscription fees and being locked into a vendor system forever, while building guarantees a massive, ongoing maintenance burden for your own team. If you default to always building or always buying without thinking it through, you are handing your competitive advantage directly to your rivals. Returning to our custom home, creating great architecture means knowing exactly what pieces to craft by hand and what pieces to source from a catalog. Build the magic, buy the plumbing, and partner for the rest. By mastering this simple framework, you have the strategy you need to make the smartest, most effective AI deployment decisions for your organization's future.